It's a fantastic life. I like to be out in the open air. I don't particularly like row crop farming with the tractors and the machinery and stuff like that. I would much rather work with the cattle, ride a horse. It's never boring because every cow's different. Every day's different.
It's like candy to the cattle. They love it. They love the taste of it.
He was in college to begin with, so it was right after college that we came back to farming.
She's my very best friend. I knew she was the one I wanted to marry about 5 minutes after I saw her. We were high school sweethearts. There's nothing like working with your very best friend. The reason I'm farming is I had a bad Vietnam lottery number when I graduated from college, and I couldn't get a job with my degree anywhere. And I really, really did want to farm anyway.
And we rented a farm of our own to put livestock on. It was very difficult at first trying to get started, but the nice part was that we could farm with his mother and father who were actively farming.
We had a tough time getting started financially because we had some setbacks with cattle early on that we overcame very quickly.
And it really is a almost 24-hour-a-day job, but a definitely 7-day-a-week job, and all year long. Bill and I have never been able to take vacations, and you have to really accept that when you start in on it, because that's the way it's going to be. You just, especially with livestock.
My typical day is to get up 30 minutes or be out of the house 30 minutes before official daylight, and stop at one farm and feed the cats, which is an important chore on our farm. I like cats. And come down to this farm, which is where the main work is and where the feedlot is and stuff, and check the cattle, and all the cattle that are on this farm, and then start in and feed them. And when we have lots of cattle in the feedlot, why, it's 5 or 6 hours a day just to feed the cattle and stuff like that. So especially in the winter time, why, it makes for a long day, because by the time you check the cattle and do all the feeding and everything, why, you don't have much time left over by the time it gets dark. We like to get an early start in the winter time.
My favorite thing in the world is working with the mama cows and the baby calves.
Always has a good calf. Every single year has a good calf. And she's probably going to have her calf in just the next few days, it looks like.
I feel very strongly when I am helping the mother cows to have their calves that I can really relate to what they're going through. I can see that I am maybe a little more intense with it than Bill is, and I've always attributed that to the fact that I am a mother. And I feel bad for them when they lose their calves. Mother cows actually roam the pasture looking for their babies, and I have a compassion for that. I have a feeling for that, and I do feel that that's because I am a mother.
There's no days off farming. It's 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. And that's the bad part about it. I never have used my college degree to get a job. Looking back on things I wish I had of, because contemporaries that I graduated with are already retired, and there's no retirement anywhere in my future. But we get to work together every day. And that's a great part of life. We've been pulling in the traces for 35, 6, 7 years. Hope we have 25 or 30 more.